Hello students, so in this video we are going to discuss all about Nirma Institute of Law. Now I got many queries regarding whether or not you should join Nirma. Now in this video we are going to discuss all about Nirma, including what is the fee structure, what is the admission procedure, what does the university claim, what does this institute claim in terms of placement, and how are things working at Nirma, right? A general view, right? Let's start with the admission process. The admission process is conducted by Nirma on its website itself, right? To register yourself for this particular institute, you have to make sure that you should have appeared in any of these two exams. That means you should have at least given any of these two. That means CLAT or LSAT, based on which you can apply through online mode for this particular institute, right? What is the procedure? The procedure is that through online mode you have to give an application, you have to fill the application, followed by you have to pay this particular fee. For general candidate it is 2,500, and for NRI sponsored category it is 3,500. So once you pay this fee and also you say that I have appeared for CLAT or LSAT, you will be considered, based on which a merit list will be drawn, and those who get selected, they will be given an opportunity to join the institute. Now, what are the undergraduate courses that this particular institute offers? The institute offers two courses. One is BLLB Honours, in which there are 180 seats, and then there is BCom LLB Honours, which offers 120 seats. This particular university, the main university college campus, is located in Ahmedabad, right? Now, in total there are 300 seats. Next, if we talk about the most beautiful thing that I liked about this institute, it was the scholarship scheme, right? The university, Nirma University, specifically for those who are enrolled into undergraduate courses of law, offers two types of scholarships. One is merit scholarship, and second one is the merit cum means scholarship. We'll understand what is this, and we'll also understand why I like this particular feature. In total, 3.6 crore worth of scholarship is given. That means a fee waiver, right? Your fee will be waived off to the extent that almost 3.6 crore the university is paying from its pocket. That's something that I like. I don't know what is the reality of this, but as claimed by the university, this is the scholarship scheme. In every batch, that means in the total batch of 2023, or say now 24-25 batch, the top 4 students will be given 2 lakh each worth of scholarship, and other 5 students will be given 1.5 lakh, and another 10 students will be given 1 lakh of waiver. That means if you come in top 4, 2 lakh of your fee will be waived off. If you come in top 5, next top 5, right, then 1.5 lakh, and next 10 will be offered 1 lakh fee waiver, right? That's purely merit. Now, suppose you come from a poor economic background, from poor financial background, right? Then you can avail the merit cum means. For this there are few other criteria, but here also, for those whose parents earn less than 4 lakh and you come among the top 15 students, 2 lakh of waiver, and next 15 for those who have less than 10 lakh, whose parents have less than 8 lakh of income, 1 lakh of waiver will be provided. So if we see, a huge scholarship scheme is laid down in this particular institute. So if you study hard, it means that you can claim a lot of waiver here, fee waiver here, right? Now, if you talk about the placement, there is an active dedicated campus recruitment cell here, right? What are the activities that the CRC do? It works for placement, it works for alumni networking, which is very important. If I talk about specifically law, without networking you can't grow. So alumni networking, then we have internships and evaluation, then we have training session and workshops, then annual corporate engagement visit drive. All these are promised by the campus recruitment cell of this particular institute. If you look at the fee, yearly, the total fee will be 3,20,000. The first fee will be 3,40,000 because it includes a deposit, right? Otherwise, the yearly fee is 3,20,000, which is comparatively little more, right? If you look at any other NLU's fee, the NLU fee fluctuate between 2 to 2.5. So this is comparatively more, but I still believe that 3,20,000 is not a big deal, given that it's a private university, right? So no other private university offers this less. You have to consider that as well, right? Now with that we come to end. I hope that this video was useful. If you have any queries, you can use the comment box to ask the same. Thank you so much.